We've all heard the story of Carlee Russell and what happened in Hoover, Alabama last week. And of course, we all know that she said she pulled to the side of the road. She saw a toddler walking alone and then was abducted. The whole country was praying for her. People were praying for her. The 911 call was played and all of that, right? But then there is something that has happened since then. The police have been trying to verify this abduction, and now they have made a statement. And in this particular video, you're going to hear part of a timeline from the Hoover Police Department about Carlee Russell's disappearance claim.
We said from the evening of July 13th, our focus would be the safe return of Carlee Russell. That occurred on Saturday, July 15th, approximately 49 hours after she called 911 and disappeared. From that point, our focus has been to determine Carlee's whereabouts during that time and what exactly took place. Let me say up front, this investigation is not over. We're still working this case, and we'll be working this case until we uncover every piece of evidence that helps us account for the 49 hours that Carlee Russell was missing. However, through the public interest, and in some cases, public fear, that this story has generated, we owe it to our citizens to tell them the facts that we have uncovered. So I will give you the facts that we know today. On July 13th, at approximately 8:20 p.m., Carlee left work from a business at the Summit. Surveillance video from her place of employment shows Carlee concealed a dark-colored bathrobe, a roll of toilet paper, and other items belonging to the business prior to her departure. She ordered food from Tzatziki's at the Colonnade and traveled there. She then traveled to Target on 280, where she purchased some granola bars and Cheez-Its. From there, she remained in the parking lot at that shopping center until 9:21 p.m. when she drove to I-459. Carlee communicated on her cell phone with individuals known to her while on her path of travel up to the point of calling 911 at 9:34 p.m. And at this time, we will play the 911 call in its entirety.
Now, of course, her parents have come out and doubled down on what she said. Carlee Russell was hospitalized and has not given a statement to the media at all. But then here's something that really has disturbed me, and that is on the disappearance date, which I believe was July 13th, from her job and from the phone, there are some search histories that are on that device that are troubling. I want to play the clip of what the police is saying there, and then we're going to come back.
Out of respect for Carlee and her family, detectives did not press for additional information in this interview and made plans to speak with her in detail after giving her time to rest. Detectives continue analyzing data from Carlee's cell phone that was left behind at the scene. We enlisted the help of the United States Secret Service in conducting this analysis. Part of what data included several internet searches in the days leading up to their disappearance that I think are very relevant to this case. On July 11th at 7:30 a.m., the term, "Do you have to pay for an Amber Alert?" was searched. On July 13th at 1:03 a.m., the day of her disappearance, the term, "How to take money from a register without being caught," was searched. On July 13th at 2:13 a.m., the day of her disappearance, the term Birmingham bus station was searched. On July 13th, 2:35 a.m., a search for a one-way bus ticket from Birmingham to Nashville was conducted with a departure date of July 13th. On July 13th at 12:10 p.m., a search for the movie Taken, a film about abduction, was conducted. There were two searches related to Amber Alerts on a computer at Carlee's place of employment, including one regarding the maximum age of an Amber Alert. There were other searches on Carlee's phone that appeared to shed some light on her mindset, but out of respect for her privacy, we will not be releasing the content of those searches at this time.
So guys, I just want to say this, if I can, all right? This is very important for me. Number one, I like to be the kind of person that gives the black person the benefit of the doubt. And the reason why is because we have so many missing black men. We have so many missing black women that have never been accounted for. They've never come home. Some of them will be found dead. So I understand that is an issue in our community, and it's something that we need to be cautious of. So whenever I hear a black man says he's been abducted, or a black woman that says she's been abducted, I know that this can happen, right? But now what I'd like to do is I'd like to say that this does sound a lot like Jussie Smollett, where somebody's trying to get some attention, and then you have all these people who have an invested interest in you. You're going to probably end up making them look stupid. They care about you. You don't care enough about them to, really be honest about what you're doing and all of that. And so just because of that, it's a really bad look. And it looks like this young lady, from what the search histories are at the end of the thing, is not telling the truth. And I don't know why people are stupid. Like, don't you know that your cell phone records, they're going to know it. They're going to find it. If you're going to do that, maybe you want to, have some kind of other phone or whatever. But I don't understand even that. With that being the case, what do you plan to achieve by pulling a stunt off like this? What do you think you're going to get? I'm trying to understand, like, what would you get? What do you think you're going to achieve? What do you plan on trying to achieve if you do that? That's what I don't understand. Like, and it must mean that this person has a psychological problem. And now here's the scary part about this. What happens when the next black woman says, you know what? Something's happened. I've been abducted. And are we going to be apathetic towards that because of what's happened with this young lady? I can tell you something. I think that it's very possible that people could take things and be like, well, I don't know if that's actually true. You know what I'm saying? And I don't get me wrong. You have, every group does this. But the thing about it is that it's going to take the attention off of the ladies who are actually in trouble. It's going to take the attention off the ladies who are actually being hurt, who are being abducted, or an attempt is made to be an abduction. And then what happens is you make everybody look stupid. You're going to make your parents look stupid. You're going to make your mom look stupid. You're going to make everybody look dumb. People for supporting you, embarrassing you, people going up to bat for you. You have all these blogs that are playing for you. And again, you have, more sisters who were saying like, hey, listen, this is what happens to black women. We told you, but you guys don't care. And then it comes out like that it's not true, and it's not true. And it's a hurtful thing because a lot of people were really concerned. And it seemed like this young lady had nothing to gain by doing all of this stuff. It's foolish. So now, let's say, for example, to have the state spend all of their money, their resources. As we know, most cities and towns in Alabama are not rich, right? Alabama is still considered one of the poorest states in the union. It's always been like that since the end of the Civil War. So now the state, which could have diverted their funds to something else, they're spending their money on you, okay? And so why do they have to do that when you're out here lying? And it does sound like you are lying, okay? You're lying. And I'm just saying that it's actually not one of the poorest states in the union, but it's close. So it's number 8, all right? So guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Producer Friday, Duke's heard the bell. We're out.